Welcome back. Is your favorite coffee blocking your weight loss? Here's how to fix it. I'm going to put a continuation on a video I just finished. This is what the person was talking about. I want to lose 50 pounds of having trouble staying motivated. I can't even order my usual coffee order at the cafe because it's loaded with calories. Please help. So I'm going to break this down because morning coffee can hold you back if there's a ton of calories in it, but you don't want to feel like you're struggling or suffering or making your life miserable from not being able to enjoy the things that you like on your weight loss journey. So that's today's topic. If it's your first time here, my name is Reggie. I'm the founder of Fit for Freelance. I help business owners lose weight and feel their best without crash diets or guilt. If you're struggling with knowing what to eat or how to maintain your diet or stay motivated, or you use a lot of crash diets, I've got the Live Online Scorecards, a 3-minute assessment link below to help you uncover what's blocking your weight loss and get clear next steps for you to take. Now, avoiding what you love erodes your confidence and it's punishing. It's easy to get stuck. If you tell yourself that you can't have certain things that you enjoy on your diet strictly because you're on a diet, then that's going to make your weight loss journey harder to keep up with, and you're going to get stuck and then feel bad about yourself and you're not even going to enjoy it. So don't do that. Instead, focus on what you want and how you can build that up and include that in your life. So the first thing to look at here is make sure your rate of weight loss and calorie targets are realistic. Cover that in another video, but it's important to repeat and think about instead of just picking up random goals or imagining what should be done. Think about what works for you, and what's realistic for a human body, in order to change. All right. Next, dieting, eating, drinking, and taste aren't about suffering. So if you're trying to lose weight, you don't have to like pick a miserable diet or do things that really suck that you don't enjoy. That can feel terrible and make it harder to keep up with it. And you're fighting yourself and struggling against yourself and what you want just because you have imagined that that's what it takes to be happy or to lose weight or something like that. And it actually literally tends to make you unhappy when you do that. So pay attention to that. It isn't about suffering. The question I like to ask, what does a healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams look like? When you take a moment to consider that, is never having your coffee that you enjoy, how you like it ever again, like, or indefinitely really what brings you joy? Or is it going to be something like knowing when you can have what you want in the context of how it fits into the big picture of what you want for your life, right? If you are doing a lot of things or a few things that are contributing to weight loss or weight gain, then what shifts can you make that are within your realm of control that make you feel good, make you feel empowered in your choices, that can help you lose weight without feeling restrictive or using an all or nothing approach? That's what I'm about. What does healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams look like? All right. Next thing to look at, you can enjoy your favorite foods and drinks, right? But we want to just make sure that you choose food and drinks based on what you want for yourself. So don't cut out things that you love completely unless it makes sense for you to do that in terms of realistic weight loss goals and realistic rate of change and calorie targets. So a lot of people, when they get into weight loss trends or diets or setting up a new lifestyle, they don't think about that big picture and they pick smaller things that aren't relevant for them, and then they get stuck. Make sure you pick your food and drinks based on what you want for yourself. And on the other hand, if you want to lose weight or if you have a performance goal when it comes to your exercise and workouts, or I don't know, you want to save money and spend less money at whatever coffee shop that you go to, then think about those things instead of avoiding what you enjoy. Like if you want a result more than having something a bunch of times during the week, then choose that for yourself. It has to be based on what you want, and don't just like make yourself drink a super sugary coffee every day because you used to do that, right? Or you're used to doing that. Focus on what you want for yourself. Think about what you want and then do more of it, right? And that's something I pointed out in my response to this person. Framing helps. So it is drinking less of something that isn't great for you and contributed to your weight gain. If you kept gaining weight and now you're trying to make some changes, then recognizing that sweet coffee may not be the best way for you to reach your goals. And it might be something that's holding you back from your long-term vision for yourself and what you want. So when you consider it and you frame it correctly, it's not avoiding like making yourself suffer or struggle through never having your favorite drink. It's like thinking like, well, maybe my favorite drink isn't that good for me in the first place. Like, and it doesn't match what I truly want for myself. So that's what I'm pointing at with these two things, the framing and then making sure you choose your drinks and foods based on what you want for yourself. Now, 3 quick tactics. 1, small savoring sips. Now, this is something that can help you when it comes to desserts, especially, or sweet coffees, where if you were trying to reduce your calories from that, reduce your portions, then you can have a smaller cup, smaller size of it. And just every time you have a sip, really immerse yourself in the experience of what it tastes like, how it feels, how it makes you feel, like the warmth and nostalgia of whatever you're drinking or eating, right? And really embrace it. How it, like all of that. And when you really get into that experience, you can have like a tiny sip and go a long way, right? Or you can even use your imagination that you're somewhere where you don't have access to it very often. You finally get it and you finally get that first sip, right? And you have a small savoring sip. And when you do that, you have a bigger experience of it. And then you may not need as much of it to feel satisfied. And then that can help you reduce your calories. Plus, get a more rich and fulfilling experience of it. Something in terms of physiology and how your taste buds work. You have like taste buds in your mouth and some in your esophagus that encourage you to swallow. So if you are taking like huge volumes, like gulps of a drink, then you're not really getting that full experience. You're just drinking the coffee faster, right? You're not enjoying it and savoring it, and you're consuming those calories faster with that. And it doesn't necessarily enrich your experience. So when you take small savoring sips, you really embrace that moment, look at it like a meditation, then that's going to help you enjoy it more. And then you can decide how much you want versus like just getting the biggest size that you can get. So you have more of it, right? That imagination that more of it does not necessarily mean the best experience of it, is what I'm pointing out here. The second tactic I have, picking the high calorie drink less often. Now, if you have a favorite drink that you used to get every weekday on your drive in somewhere, you're getting that 5 times a week. If you can cut back on that or make adjustments so your long term health goals are more prominent, that's going to make a big difference. And you can start from where you were, your baseline, and just take away 1 time per week. So if you used to do 5 times per week, then go 4 times per week, or maybe 3 times. Or over time, you can decrease the amount, the frequency that you get it. So like maybe it's once a week kind of thing. And that way you don't feel like you're cutting it out. You can still have that drink that you really enjoy without feeling like you're restricting yourself. So that is the second one, picking those high calorie drinks less often. And the third tactic I have for you here, substitute sweeteners or find another drink that you like, especially if it better matches your health goals. Now, this one, this is why number 3, substituting sweeteners, it may not have the same effect, but it might. So you want to experiment with it and see if it works for you. Some of those things like, I don't know, stevia or monk fruit, they have fewer calories than sugar, especially if you have like all kinds of things going on in your coffee. So it's worth a try. Or Splenda is another one, but it could affect the taste. If you can taste, or if you can try these sweeteners and you find out it doesn't mess with your experience too much, then that could be a really good substitute to cut back on your calories. Or you can find another drink that you like that has less sugar in it. Or maybe make a small substitution, like if your favorite coffee drink has cold foam, ask for light foam or no foam, or maybe just change a different drink so it's a different experience altogether. But you have that with the understanding that it's healthier for you. So it's not necessarily like you're trying to replace what you really enjoy. It's more like you are having a different drink choice now that you are in this weight loss journey. So that's the third tip. It's really like third and fourth tip, but those are tactics, like small time ideas and implementable practical things that you can do. But really the strategy of the framing, the mindset, the understanding the context is my specialization in helping you understand all of that. But what it all comes down to is weight loss doesn't have to suck. It doesn't have to be some all or nothing approach that makes you feel bad about yourself, makes you feel mentally weak, or like you can't have what you want. Instead, just think about what you want and the best way to get it. That's what I'm about with the Live Aligned method and Fit for Freelance, where, you don't have to use a crash diet or feel guilty for what you want. If you want to take your next best steps. There's a health habits scorecard that's linked below. I already mentioned that. Make sure you take it. It's a cool little survey. And then next, you can watch how often can you eat dessert and still lose weight. It's a related topic. You'll get a little more coverage and discussion. I'll put that video right here. So that's today's message. Let me know what you think in the comments. As always, keep practicing. Peace.